Alright, gamers, it's happening soon. I need like 2 more minutes. So, just sit tight. Hello! It is Phoenix Wright time. How do I turn this off? Hold on. I hacked out. Studio mode off. There we go. Okay. Apparently Ace Attorney is not a full screen game. That would explain why this is not working. Hold on, y'all. We are slightly inebriated, so we are having a time here. What if I saving content options? All right, hold on. I bet we can get this to. Hold on. I'm sure we can get this going here. Full screen. Can I make this a better resolution? Oh, there we go. Yes. Let's go! Alright. Also, do you have controller support? Because that would be rad as heck. You do! Let's go! Okay. Okay, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. It's been a hot minute. I do apologize. I felt like cold garbage. Not hot garbage, but cold garbage. My brain has been a minefield of worms lately, so I do apologize. But we're back with the stream. I am slightly tipsy from a lovely date with my wife where I got what I thought was going to be a whiskey flight, and then it turned out to just be like 3 shots of whiskey, probably 4 or 5, because those were hard pours. And they were technically different flavors, but I didn't fucking I didn't recognize really major flavor differences. So we're a little toasted. We're gonna keep the party going. I have 1 beer and plenty of water, so don't get mad at me. This stream is not for children, baby. Pumpkin. So yeah, we're playing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The Humble Bundle is having a sale right now, where there were like 6 or 7 Ace Attorney. No, hold on, math. There were like 5 Ace Attorney games, something like that. What a party, right? We're getting crunk in here. It's a thirsty Thursday, baby. But yeah, so the Humble Bundle has Phoenix Wright, like 2 different collections of games, plus 1 million Mega Man games. We'll play Mega Man eventually. But yeah, so we're playing Ace Attorney Trilogy. I have played almost all of this on the Switch before, but it's been so long, and I am so forgetful that it's basically like playing it like new. So, so much good Mega Mans. Yeah, I'm dog shit at Mega Man, but we can discover that together. So, anyway, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Let's go. Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. Yeah, no, we're playing Ace Attorney. We're playing OG Ace Attorney. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Battle Network, yes. I remember being decent at Battle Network 3, because I owned that for the Game Boy Advance. I remember that one being... I remember getting stuck, but being stuck in a way that I didn't know where to go, not that I couldn't defeat the enemies. You know what I mean? So, anyway, yeah, first turnabout, let's do it. That's your favorite because nostalgia? Gasp. No, Mia! You had white? Oh, I had blue. I can't get caught. Not like this. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. We could have traded chips. We could have, swag. If only we lived in the same state and were approximately the same age playing the game, you know what I mean? Anyway, August 3rd. Oh, actually, I almost said 1947. You can tell that I'm both excited and a little buzzed. So I apologize in advance. We're going to make a bunch of stupid mistakes. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. There's a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. You played that game for like 6 years, so that part wouldn't have been an issue. Very fair. You know, Swag, maybe... I don't know if trading still exists in the Steam versions. Does trading exist in the Steam collections? Hold on. Anyway, Phoenix says, actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. This game is set in 2016? Holy shit. Dr. Cranberry, I'm not sober enough to process that. So this game is set in 2016. So this game is set 9 years ago. We could just fight in Duelists of Eden and pretend it's Mega Man Battle Network. I don't know if I have Duelists of Eden. And I know that I have all of the Metal Man Battle Network games now. Mia says, that's news to me. I want to help him out. Oh, I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. You know so many obscure facts about this game, you will be inundating you with them? Hell yeah. Let's go. That's what I want to hear. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? You have it, but you haven't played it. You're just banking on your OSFE experience transferring. Fair. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. The young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Stupid. I love the names in this game. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. Can I, like, set this to auto or something so I don't have to keep doing the things? Just skip? No, I don't want to skip shit. I just want to, whatever. That's just what I'm gonna do. What if I hit, like, space? Nope, space was incorrect. Hello, Cypher! Also, we have an ad starting soon. Looks like we've already used a couple of our things. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. Honestly, this is making me want to replay the Zelda, like, inspired, or the Zelda mod that was inspired by this. Anyway, court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Say, fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. You sucked Phoenix right in that previous question, and you had questions whether you actually passed the bar. I think one of the Steam achievements is actually to state Mia as the defendant. Mia says, I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Cindy. Just press tab, sure. Press the button to check it anytime. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Pay attention to evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. We are out of snoozes. So we have an ad starting in a minute. Sorry, I need a water break. I had too many ice cream. Okay. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. One of them. Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. is. Daddy's? Sugar? Prosecutor Payne's first name is Winston, and thus has one of the clever pun names in the series. Nice. Winston Payne. I like that. Alright. There are 10 save slots? That's so many. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Ling! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Oh, goodness. I have, some minor hiccups. We are chilling out for at least part of the ad breaks, that way people who aren't subbed don't miss anything. I'll take this time to finish my Ice Queen. Hey, Ling, I don't know what that means. What is a new Anbernic RG34XX? Is that a graphics card? Is that a gun? Is that a car? Is it a ham radio? Oh, cool. Ice cream is finished. I've had more water, and we're having a little bit more beer. Gotta keep this buzz moving, you know what I mean? Ling, what systems does it have? Says that the ad break is over, so in responding to Sugar Daddy says, yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. What a great objection noise. Oh my god. Did you hear that? Sounds like you're choking a 5th grader. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Oh, look at this motherfucker. He's got the, like, quintessential sketchy... Yeah, right? He's got the quintessential sketchy, like, anime / like, Japanese game merchant pose. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead! I wailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Excuse me. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Pretty sure it's the time frame. Going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. This first testimony is unusually long. You assume it's because one required such suspect to depress it? Interesting, that's cool. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Most testimonies are like 6 phrases long at most. Oh. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Your Honor, I call to our first witness, Mr. I Done It, to the stand. Yeah. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, the defense has a point. The pun names get so bad in later games. Fantastic. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah! You with your objections and your evidence? Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, Monochrome Fairy, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are unaware, my name is Artemis. I am normally an RPG streamer, but I've been on a mini accidental hiatus, and we are taking advantage rather of the ridiculous Humble Bundle discount to play some Phoenix Wright. So thank you so much for the shout out, or for the raid rather. And we showed you were playing Warframe. Nice. I've played Warframe before. Mr. Sawit, did you not see the crime you committed? Right? Mr. Sawit says, that day, I never, look, the clock, I saw it. Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... examine the clock's batteries. Phoenix Wright is very funny, especially if you know US law. I only know a little bit US law. I do know that it is much more a parody of Japanese law. But it does exist in its own ridiculous fantasy land. So, all you have to do is examine the batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly did you mean, Mr. Wright? That the clock was working fine. Yes, and? I'm sorry, I think I got confused back there with all those testimonies. Mr. Wright! I expect more from a lawyer in this court, even if it is your first day. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Try to think things through more carefully. Yeah, the Japanese court system has a ridiculously high conviction rate, specifically because people don't bring stuff to court, or rather, prosecutors don't bring stuff to court until they have an overwhelming amount of evidence. So, like, defense attorneys most of the time are trying to get, like, lesser sentences. But yeah, to be a prosecutor in Japan means that you have, you know, a 95% success rate. Most of that 5% is technicalities, if you remember correctly. Yeah, probably. I think it has something to do with the time zones is the main thing. But sure. Yeah, I don't know why. I could have sworn that the batteries were important, but I guess not. So we'll try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he thinking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Huh. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia? I mean Chief. Listen up, Wright? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ah, tough words! Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Phoenix Wright Anime changes a number of things to make things flow more smoothly and fix slight logical errors. One such change is here. Prosecution submits a photograph of the victim on vacation with the clock, proving she brought it with her. Gotcha. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day... Sorry, I'm munching. Okay, there we go. After he left, Mr. Sot let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sot grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Phew! Still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Original vacation was to New York, not Paris, because the original takes place in Japan and not Japanifornia. Yeah. But my Sydney Whitney's gone, man. Gone. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Ugh. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Not essential to get the end things right, but it does help wrap up the story. Yeah. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have fans." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you cut the clock he gave me. You're sure those death flags were for someone else? Yeah, right? I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Hello, Brownie. Welcome, welcome. We're being fantasy lawyers. About my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. All right, let's get a good stream, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. Gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Agent of Chaos Maya Faye has entered the chat. Yeah, right? Anyway, Brownie, how are you doing? Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Hey, here's a fun note. Today is apparently National Cheeseburger Day here in the grand old US of A. I had a cheeseburger for dinner tonight. It's good stuff. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Oh, right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Remember that. Remember that, chat. In the original Japanese, Maya's favorite food is ramen. Yeah, that tracks. Ramen is so good. Oh my god. Not as good as cheeseburgers, but very close. Shea Brownie is thoroughly goblin mode. Beautiful. I'm a fan. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not oh God. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Huh. You have to write a third of your final paper before you go to Chicago next week? Oh, goodness. I believe! You can do it! Rah, 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 rah. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Company Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if the chief's okay. Is it? Hello? Am I stupid? Very confused. Oh, is there a... Oh! I'm a dingus. Thank you, Claudia. Reason you get to see the face of the killer in this case is that it was originally going to be the first case. They added the first turnabout later to give you more time to get to know Mia before she dies. That's cool. Yeah, I knew that they had added bonus stuff to like the early games when they collected them later on. Like the original version of this game, I think came out on Game Boy Advance, and then they had like an updated version or something that came out on the DS. Is that correct? That smell. Blood. Huh. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! This was a pre-release thing. The only thing they added for the DS version was Rise from the Ashes, Case 1-5. Gotcha. Okay. Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief! It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Chief! It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. It must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper! It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Oops. Ah! A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. I feel like you may have seen part of this after all because the end of the first case was triggering serious deja vu. Maybe it's just your insomnia getting the better of you. I mean, part of like this whole series is that you end up like basically facing off against that guy or some version of him at the beginning of like basically every game. Huh, that girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. Huh! That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Just write my name. Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police. Gotcha, Cypher. Right, I better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Huh! She's staring right at me! She's holding a phone in her hand. Phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. Fane Company ledger book. Everything's written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Wee 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 wee. Ah! The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Oh wait, okay, Gumshoe needs a new voice. Hold on. Alright. Does Gumshoe have a grizzled voice, or is he kind of a doofus? I know that personality-wise he's kind of a doofus, but is his voice that of a doofus? Or is he a doofus with, like, my best attempt at a cool voice? Cypher says doofus voice. I bet we could make that happen. Slightly grizzled, mostly doofus. Gotcha. I like that. Rumbly but golden retriever. He is very much a golden retriever. All right, let me see. It might take me a sec to find it. Guy trying his best to do a detective. Perfect. All right. All right. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Ah! Does word Maya here mean anything to you? Ah. That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Detention center visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh! It's you. Get used to the sight because you're going to see it a lot? Yeah? Welcome, Necro. Thanks for the lurk. Thank you so much for the 7 months. What the heck? I appreciate it. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah. Phoenix Wright universe, spirit mediums exist, baby. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure a conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it! Yeah, I forgot how to delete these things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right! Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. So you're an acolyte. A, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait! What? So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We could just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? Huh? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Huh? Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Am I winning? Well, we won the first case. So, kind of. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. But I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off, and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Objection, the streamer is too cute. Aw, thank you. Sustained. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Solid mahogany desk. Wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Dropping a lurk on your way to bed? Thank you so much for stopping by, Boo. I appreciate it. Office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! Oh, this is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ha! Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And, don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Huh? You want to know the results, huh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. About Maya. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Aw, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Huh? Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken shard. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if her handwriting it or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. I was wondering, did you see Mia Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? Yeah, that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh.
Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all.
It seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, I keep yawning. I do apologize. Also, apparently I've been speaking through an ad for the last minute. So we're gonna vibe. Miss April May. Beautiful. The fact that that's her name is fantastic. I love the punny names in this game. In this whole series, really. You are taking me apple picking this weekend. I'm very excited. While we're waiting, another fact, Gumshoe has a pencil behind his ear because one of his prototype personality traits was that he was really into horse race betting. This was later scrapped, but the pencil remained. That's fantastic. I thought that it was just his, you know how archetypical, detectives or private eyes always are making notes on stuff? I thought it was that. I love all the weird little details in this series. Haru! Rest in peace, sweet queen. There was a horse, a Japanese racehorse named Haru Urara. She lost literally every race that she was in. Yeah, she died recently. Okay. Gumshoe says, yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. The Gatewater Hotel. Are you kidding me? Gatewater? They named the hotel Gatewater? Fantastic. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Memo to self. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Kids these days wouldn't get the reference. To be fair, this game is like... Let me see. More than 15 years old, right? Because it came out on the Game Boy Advance, which was like early 2000s. So this entry is probably like 20 years old. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Just gonna do a little bit of crime scene tampering, don't worry. Original release was October 2001. Yeah, this game is almost 25 years old. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. The eye twitch is so good. Makes it clear that she is like 2 seconds away from fucking snapping. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh! Observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Old lady shakes fist at sky. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer. Are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well... No. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is there someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Company Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing I catch in here. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness. You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Okay. One more thing to try. Okay. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I'd better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh! Say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the voice I've ever heard.
Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me?
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes. Well, yes.
And what do you want? I am not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Is something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey?
Yes, Maya Fey, go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you say it's just... I'm with you, see.
But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusts you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? That's quite a painting.
You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale. I'm
not buying. Jeez. Maya's not here. She must be in questioning. They probably won't let her out for a while. Maybe I'd better go talk to that lawyer again. How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. I'm very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
A table for clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Edgeworth! Oh my god. I'm older than Dick Gumshoe? Are you kidding me? He looks so grizzled. Dick is only 30. Look at this guy.
How Japan portrays anyone over the age of
It's like none of our friends look like this. It's anime age. He's actually like 50. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, sleep well. I think we're out of stuff to do here, so maybe now we go back to the detention center? There we go. Okay, I can sweep that up in a bit.
Like, I think there's like a piece of
Alright.
that. I know you worry about it. You're too tired and you want to go flop.
Yeah, go sleep. Love you. Dare you ask how old that lawyer is? Which lawyer? Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. The guy I just spoke to? Oh, that lawyer? So we don't have an exact age for him, but he's an established lawyer and Mia used to work for him. So I would take a guess that he's at least like 50. One thing you really like about this game is that for an anime game, there's surprisingly few characters under 20. Yeah, I mean, it's like mostly Maya, right? She's like the main person who's under 20. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Sorry, I've never seen that before. I don't think it was said on his info. Marvin Grossberg is in his 60s according to the wiki. Thank you, Dr. Cranberry. I appreciate that. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer. She left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on the mountain. More fitting than Gumshoe? No, I mean, I think I have seen grizzled 30-year-olds. It's just, it took me by surprise. He reads, at the very least, as like mid to late 30s. About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. What? The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. Wait. Excuse me? Wait? That was his name. My sister told me. Wait. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? What if I were to hit go home? Just like, alright, bye, Maya. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Huh. Why? Why? Well... No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. Makes you feel any better? You're a year older than Mia this year, and oh boy, do you suddenly feel unsuccessful. To be fair, she is a fictional character. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are?
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait! No, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot.
You came back quick.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White? Of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. Huh. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. All right, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Midas. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Oh, sorry, that's her. Oh, whatever. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. You see we're having law knowledge put some holes in this series? Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map for the office to explain. The body was found by this window here.
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue.
Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Could you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Shh. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already.
Oh, hold on. We're just gonna press everything, because this is the press everything one. Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay. I pressed. I'm not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue.
There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
How do you like that?
That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Only had to happen once. Exactly. Did you find any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
Do you have proof it was me to her? Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. right hand. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure. Happens all the time in books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess. I haven't heard many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually. You got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Order! Order! That didn't go so well.
That's right. What'd he say?
Oh my god, I love the sassy head shake every time. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. We're just gonna press each of these. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho, then who did write it, smarty pants? The killer! Anyone can see that.
Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please.
She was framed.
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
Oh, hold on. Death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? It's the day of, right? No, Day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
Okay.
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Mama ordered a plate of toxic yaoi and Edgeworth always delivers. Hell yeah.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What?
But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. You really hear a celery chop in real time. Yeah, you do. Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink. The fact that there's actual jiggle physics in this is wild. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Actually, hold on. They were there in the original pixel art sprites? Wild. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Yeah, Brownie, were you here when I did the Zelda game that was based on this? It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. You did see that? Okay, yeah, so you saw the expressions that they did in that were based on this, right? Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor?
I I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. She serves even in death, truly. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, absolutely. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. That's it? Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid my question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one? Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness.
Badgering?
You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop him!
The poor girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? Poor me.
You looked out the window. What did you see next?
She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony.
How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything, I did. The judge is like, I hate this job. I do feel like the judge likes his job. He's just bad at it. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed in the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Oh. Okay. Flunked it. Is that right? Is in your right as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand. Right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. That's what you... I mean, that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. That's true, yeah. Early on, he's fairly serious, but he becomes more Flanderized over the course of the series. What happened then? Hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Where did the weapon come from? Picked it up from the desk. Saw me then, too? Of course! I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well, continue. Alright, ran off to the... hold on. Wait! God damn it. Hold on. Hey, clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty, Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. And another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because... I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay and Company? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay and Company, where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Huh? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I sure can. Ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed is... Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order.
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Salary cutting noises, yeah. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. And we are going to take a short break here while we wait for our ad time to run out. How we doing, chat? Silk Song in? Nice. You enjoying it? We will be getting back to Hollow Knight probably next week. That's with the perfect timing as always, yeah. There we go. Had to reset the model here. Oh, right. So I'm considering posting the Final Fantasy All Thief playthrough maybe exclusively up on YouTube and not have it be a stream. Maybe have it be something that I record in my off time. Would that be something you guys would be into, or would you want me to stream it? I mean, Necro, we've already done an all-white mage playthrough. Like... I do believe that All Thief is considered the worst party. Although Pixel Remaster does make it a lot easier to, like, function. April goes, meh. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen this clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today. Oh? What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Cute to vicious to, she's like your ex. Oh gosh. Necro, real people aren't supposed to be like this. Ironically, the same one who introduced you to Ace Attorney? No. Oh? Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is... Oh, sorry. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Yeah, it's just the conversation again, right? Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Bad times for both of you, but you were young. She really looked like April, though. Pink hair and all. Wild. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Hi. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair! All of you are ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping, irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Huh, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was? Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold? If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Nice coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, this is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition? Yeah, because I don't want to, exactly.
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool, you fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. What's your source?
Your Honor, my source is I made it the fuck up. Very good, Edgeworth. Guilty.
Almost exactly. Yes.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir.
These voices are all over the place. I do apologize.
I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Sure, was it Miss April May?
Absolutely, sir.
Tea tray surgically attached, pretty much.
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Oh, well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir.
Embarrasser? Is that French for brace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a cotton sheet.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Hold it! 9 o'clock on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9 o'clock? The time of the murder? It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him? Save real quick in case shit really goes bad. I'm gonna try room service. Marvin is 64. Ooh, that was incorrect. Exactly 9. I delivered room service. Guest had requested iced coffee. $15? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skip on the ice, sir.
Ah. What did he just say? What did you say?
Rather quiet.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you'd normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... he asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool!
Any of the options would have worked? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we've just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as had been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Edgeworth also gave me a little kiss if I agreed not to tell. Ooh. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Perfect. I believe we will get a save point soon because we're kind of in the middle of this case. If not, then I will simply save. So, Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. Asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty. This seems like as good a place as any to call it for the night since we've been streaming for nearly 3 hours and it is quite late. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I played Ace Attorney here. We will continue to play more Phoenix Wright over the next couple of weeks because I am having simply too much fun with this. So I will be doing my best to include some of my friends, if they are around, to perhaps lend their voices to this whole project. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will not be streaming this weekend, for I shall be away, apple picking and whatnot. But I will be back next weekend, or not next weekend, next week, for more streaming. I think the current rotation generally, wibbly wobbly of stuff, is some combination of FF8, Ace Attorney, and Hollow Knight. I think those are the three that we're going to try to cycle through here. So, yeah, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for indulging me while I do the silly voices here. And I will see you guys next week. Assuming nothing goes wrong, I will see you guys on Monday. So thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time of day it happens to be for you as you are watching this. If you're watching this live, thank you for hanging out with me for the last 3 hours or so. If you're watching this as a VOD, first of all, thank you so much for checking me out on YouTube. It's a very small channel. I really do appreciate every little bit of eyeball coverage here. But additionally, thank you for letting me keep you company for this time. Hopefully my amateurish voice acting was entertaining at least. But everybody, do take care. I will see you guys soon. And until our paths cross again in this big wide universe of ours, in my particular corner of this particular little galaxy, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and keep on shining bright starlights. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. And until then, click, click. Take care, and bye-bye.